Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another ARML stream. Today, I'm joined with Steve here, who is currently on hiatus, but always down to commentate a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I definitely said I was going to try to commentate more on the hiatus, especially, and I have not made good by that, but we're still early in the season, so I'm hoping to do this and a few more before we're done with the winter.
Yep, and we're gonna start in roughly half a minute with today. We're featuring Daniel, Dustin, Zilong, and Lucas in our A1 league. Daniel usually the one doing the broadcast, so we figured we should cover him today. Thanks to Nathaniel for running the broadcast like usual, but today we get to now judge him because he usually judges us. But pretty familiar names overall. We have some of the best cultists in the world, Dustin, and then we also have some like Menzen and Snake Shacks. Like, as in, Zilong's usually like the pretty much most Menzen player we've seen in a while in A1, as long as Navitas or Lucas, who also is just a snake. Now we're gonna go into the game. Oh, what the heck? Zilong's in chat right here. I guess he's just gonna stop the stream while playing. I don't know how people do that because I only do it when I'm like insanely bored. Like I usually can't do it.
I get distracted.
Yeah, I get pretty
way
distracted.
too easily.
But Zilong's starting off with a really strong hand, looking pretty good actually. It's easily like a Rishi hand where it's probably like Menton or something. But we'll see how it goes. On the right, oh, that's Dustin there, starting with an Onko Salves and an Onko 5 Sows. Clearly looking to go quick, because he's currently East Shanten right here for a quick and easy Richi. Also could be Song Onko, potentially.
So one Sow's an interesting draw. It makes Pinfu possible if you fill the right shapes, but it also makes... Actually, that is Tenpai, so he's just not reaching it. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I wouldn't Richi that either, but... And across, that's a Daniel. Currently has a Hotsuit pair with actually really good shapes overall as well.
Boom.
But Anne's gonna pull in here. Oh, Anne drops a 7, so doesn't have to hold on to this if Zilong decides to Sumogiri Richi here. Was there like ever an option to just keep the 6 mon to try to like extend the shape out, or is this holding the 6/8 so like just usually to play here? But
I suppose you could have. I don't really... Rewinding
preference.
1 turns when he drew the 1 for Tenpai. You could have thrown the Tenpai away if you didn't like it and still focused on that Tanyao. An interesting feature here is it's probably not going to come into play is that the Dora is Haku, we see none of them.
Yeah,
yet.
definitely. Well, Nathaniel currently is Tenpai on 3mon. There are 3 currently being held, and there's just 1 left in the wall. But Dustin does want another Dreamon here for his Song Onko, and potentially Su Onko if he decides to greed even harder. But this Dreamon might just come out here. But
Yeah,
there's also a chance that
pushes it.
There's also a chance that someone's looking Sonshoku here. So okay, yeah. Oh, Dustin's left with too many shapes and just doesn't care.
Boom.
Yeah, Zilong's hand has quite a few upgrade tiles. 2 so, 4 so, 5 so. Like they all change the weight or make it a Tanyao. And
wow.
he's had enough of this apparently. He's just gonna go in with the Sumogiri Reach. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Dustin is probably thinking about where to he's thinking about whether Richi or Dama here. Currently has Song Onko non.
6/9. The funny thing is 6/9 is actually quite terrible. Like he can see 4 of them out already.
Yeah. Currently Dama at this moment. And he's just waiting to wait 1 turn. Classic Dustin. I wouldn't have mind just staying Dama the entire time to try to run. I do believe you have... Oh, that was a Suonko Tenpai.
That was a Suonko Tanki that he missed. That's what... You should have waited more than 1 turn. Or
yeah,
just
I actually wouldn't have really mind Dama here, because...
Yeah, exactly.
I believe your hand was like 360 for like... Or 350? Oh.
Boom.
But He will end up getting his Mongon either way. So, you know, just not Yakumon.
Just missed his Ronable Yakuman Tenpai
Honorable
there.
32,000. Unfortunate, but, you know, I don't know how much food that was. 8-4.
I don't really believe in wait one turn, so seeing it backfire that way is kind of funny
Yeah,
to me.
kind of funny. He should have waited a bit longer. Always love when the cultists get punished. But currently, Dustin was starting off with a somewhat sad shaped hands. Has some shapes in, but doesn't really have the value at the moment. Potentially can look 5-6-7 Sonshoku. Meanwhile, on the right, Nathaniel starting off with pretty okay shapes. Does have a lot of pairs at the moment, and could potentially look like this. Actually, this is Richinomi. I can't dairy craft anything else. Across, Novitas or Lucas is going for Honitsu. And has one Dora, so doesn't even need to pawn the tune for a Mongon at the moment. And on the left is just your standard Pinfu hand. Nothing to say much about it.
Nathaniel just picked up a 5th pair, so now we're looking at Chitoi.
Yeah. Lucas is currently pawn 10 right now, which is, you know, gonna be Tenpai after he pawns one of the weights. But currently, 2 people can use the Forso, that being Dustin Dealer and Lizalong on the left. But we'll see how it goes. But I think that Daniel thinks something's sus, but he doesn't know what's up. But now he should know that it's a Sozu Honitsu, just considering all those discards. But we'll see how it goes, because there's a chance
He did pick up the Anko of 8 Mon, and then decided to go away from a true Chitoi commit by throwing away the one of the loose tiles. I think it's probably because he doesn't want to drop either Sozu, if I had to venture a guess, so he just wants a normal hand.
Also doesn't want to drop the Norse to get pawned either. We'll drop 1-1-1 Mon. It's the safe approach, and safe against pretty much every player. But yeah, he might just drop the 1-Mon again, just to not drop the Haku. Or, Hawk is 2 cut, so I guess you're not worried about it. Dama.
He does have a Dora, so if he can draw into the Ryanman weight, I would expect him to reach it anyway with Dora 1, but
yeah. Yeah, Lucas currently can also pawn the 1-So at the moment, but there are still 2 1-Sos left in the dead.
Also curious about Nathaniel's discard pile is the Dora that was dropped on the first turn Sumogiri. So I don't know if that was a misclick or what, but that does kind of killed the Chitoi to begin with.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but probably was just knowing it's probably just a misclick.
Mm-hmm. It seems like
Daniel, because I don't know what his hand initially was, but yeah, most likely it's just always a misclick. I'll give it the benefit of doubt. Oh, now he has to make a decision here. Does someone want to cut? Oh, he's just gonna fold out. Oh, because 2 Nors are cut. So you can maybe try to pull an 8-So or something. And just be
it seems to me like he could have definitely had that Dora 2 Chitoi. I just don't know what happened on the first turn. I didn't actually notice it myself until
I kind of
mid second row.
Oh, I bet he right clicked because of Sumogiri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because oh, and that's finally gonna be Tenpai here for Zilong 3-6 Mon. Currently, oh, and that's also gonna be Tenpai here for Navi. Lucas, 5-8 So. Currently, I believe there's 1-5 left and 1-8. Oh.
Don't.
Oops. Yep.
Well, that'll be Sha Honitsudora 1 for manga, and that will bring
Lucas back to 31,000 after dealing to the first Mongon of the game. So, good fold by.
This is what is this, an 8 start with a pair?
8 start, 1 pair. Junchan or Chanta maybe. It's gonna look for everything because this hand is pretty much unplayable from the start.
I'm looking around the table and none of the hands are terrific. Looks like Lucas has nice shapes over there, and Zilong has 2 completed sequences, but the rest of it is just kind of like floating honors. So it's going to take a little bit to make some things happen here.
Yeah.
And I guess we do see that Nathaniel's not going to go for Kushiana's dealer from 8. I don't blame him.
Yeah. So yeah, the Daniel thankfully fills the Conchon, so it makes his hand quite playable. And he has a Dora, so that's like the redeeming factor about your hand is at least you have a little bit of value, and your dealer. So assuming you just mirror click into Tenpai first with whatever bad weight, you just Richi and hope you scare everyone off. On the right, that's just Navita's here with standard Richi Dora 2 hand. Can't really get Pinfu at the moment, but we're gonna see how it goes. Across, it's just your standard Menton pin, maybe Sanshoku. Oh, but gets a really nice draw. Zilong will just drop the 8-mon and not look Sanshoku at all. Currently Ishanten. Technically headless, but the 6 pin is usually your pair, depending on how you draw it.
You're very, very rarely getting any sort of Sanshoku with Zilong's hand, unfortunately, just because of where the head is currently located.
Yeah. And then on the left, we have just regular Pinfu hand, but just currently overpaired, but it's not going to be an issue with that 2-pin draw.
The 2 helps a lot.
Yeah.
Connects the 1s, and now you can just drop a 1 and get your Pinfu.
Oh, that's Tenpai here for Zilong. Probably will take the Richi on the 8 for the Pinfu. Minton Pin with Dora, so that's currently already a Mongon. And 3-6 is pretty bad. There's only 1 each left in the wall of 3 and 6 pin. But we'll see how it goes, because I don't think anyone will be close yet, because yeah, Dustin currently bailing the 1 pins. Daniel's obviously bailing with this hand, but we don't know, because if he gets on Tenpai, he might just slam it. If he just draws a Tenpai tile.
It is Pinfu Ishanten, so
yeah, it's
he keeps just shifting things around. He does have a Dora. I would expect him to chase if he gets Tenpai.
If he somehow gets there. Yeah, Navi is probably the only one hard on the right. It's probably the only one hard bailing. Dustin is just somehow constantly getting back to Tenpai over and over.
Each.
Okay, it's gonna be the slam for 5-8. But sad way is really sad.
3 of those left.
Yep. But
no more sad than the other weight.
Yeah. So currently 2 5s and 1 8 left. Better than the currently 3-6 pin. The 3-6 pin is only 2, but there's still a lot left in the wall, so one of them should be coming out from each other eventually. But we'll have to see from here, because that's one of the 8s.
I wonder if we'll see Lucas rejoin the fray. He's Ishanten and his Dora 3. That is 10.
That is 10.
It's free 10 though. It's free 10 twice.
It's free 10 twice. Can you shove the 6 though? It looks pretty bad. And we'll just shove the 6, but it doesn't matter, because Zilong is going to Tsumo his Mongon. We'll be Hanimon with Ura. Wait,
no,
sorry.
Not a Mongon.
Oh, wait.
Needed an Ura for Mongon, and then Ura 2 would have been a Hanimon.
What the heck? Why did I think that was a Mongon? Minton Pin. Oh, he didn't have Dora.
No, the Dora was 9, so.
I was so dumb. I saw the 8 though, and I thought it was like reverse Dora, so I thought the Dora was 7. But that's not how Mahjong works, unfortunately. Which is why we need a game mode where you can choose either or. You can have you can take regular Dora or reverse Dora.
Well, Lucas is starting. That's a great draw. If you just want to reach, that's a great draw. And I think the problem is that the 9 so is Dora again, and he's got 1, and it's not a very efficient tile.
Ooh, and Dustin's just gonna straight up cut the Dora across. Yeah, so Navi with a really fast hand, but we'll restrict it by the 8-9 so at the moment. Meanwhile on the right, that's Zilong with 2000 in his hand. And probably just a pawn and go, but this is Zilong we're talking about, so he's probably gonna stay Dama for a little bit longer. Or try to say Menzen and not call. Meanwhile across, that's just a lot of shapes. Dustin just cutting away a lot of bad shapes and doesn't even want to use the door at all. Probably will try to go for a quick Richie hand, but he currently has 4 pairs at the moment, so he might just try to re-enter with Chitoi. And then on the left, it's just your standard Men Tonpin hand, with trying to use the Dora as well,
At
but...
least Tanyao. I don't know about Pinhu with the
Well,
three
yeah.
threes.
Maybe not Ton.
I might be able to get Tanyao Ipeiko if you cut the Dora.
Yeah, same value, so...
Yeah, that's kind of what I see.
But Nathaniel's not the type to cut Dora that early, so we'll just have to wait. Oh, Dustin is currently now Chitoi Shanten. 9
Is Dustin a Chitoi fan? I don't remember. A
He's
lot of
not
people are pairing
He
up.
is not Chitoi fan at
A
all.
lot of people are pairing up a lot of stuff here. There's another pair for Zilong. I think has 4 pairs now.
Yeah.
One of them's an Anko, but it could become a pair.
Yeah. Currently, Navitas' hand is quite struggling. Hasn't really progressed his hand at all. And he has this like...
That's interesting. Dustin just filled that Penchan shape and chose to throw it away, so it looks like a Chitoi commit. As a
And we'll get
Chitoi.
rewarded. Oh, does it take the 9-mon? And it just goes... Oh, because 9-mon's 2-cut. We'll currently be 7-pin Tonki.
Looking for a better weight.
I do not believe he's going to break off his Tenpai just to go for fun hands. But we'll discard Giddy. Nathaniel is currently Suwonko Ishanten.
Yep.
I was like, is that Suwonko Ishanten? And depending on what you draw, it's Suwonko Tonki.
And Zilong is block over, so threw away the extra 3 so's. And now we see Arichi choosing 2-pin as the weight. Yeah. It's once cut.
The Daniel
and
just
Suji
might
trapped.
Push the 8-pin just because...
He can push the Dora if he wants. It's Genbutsu.
Yeah, or push the Dora. But I think he'll push the 8-pin because of Suji, and he just wants to push his Yakumon at this point. And there's a chance that someone might bail on Dora later on.
It's interesting if you draw 7, so what happens here?
Oh, the Daniel's just like...
Each.
Oh, just gonna reach me? Con 8 so.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't have a Yaku at the moment without that Riichi. And
a much better weight.
Much better weight now. If he could have kept it. But the double call from Navitas will shift the winning tile into Dustin's
Just need
hand.
1, and that's Richidora. Nora. Brings Nathaniel back to 30,000 exactly.
So, we're currently at 2 on our Suwankui Shanten counters. And we currently have Lucas returning as our dealer. We're in South 1 now. And has relatively okay shapes. Please no Suwanko. And on the right...
We're trying to get a lot of those.
He's going to need a lot of those. On the right, there's a double South pair. And it just looks like double South for now. And then across, we just have a pretty okay hand. Just once you get rid of those Yokai floaters, you should have a hand. And that 7-pin draw is going to help a lot. Especially if you want to extend that 5 to 8-pin shape.
Oh, that's an interesting draw for Zilong. Or for Lucas, rather. The 4th 3-pin. It's in the middle of a shape, so we're not going to see any cons there.
Yeah.
He's an Ishanten as well, so...
Yeah, Zilong currently is actually going to Suwonko somehow. Like, please no. I'm already having enough Suwonko fun. But, oh wait. Nathaniel crosses actually for 10 on his first discard, which is 9-pin, if he decides to extend the shape. So I guess that's not happening, but I guess he could take the Nobuton, or not Nobuton. He can like get the Nobuton shape.
Oh, expect the pawn. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's the pawn.
The question is, I mean, I think the shapes are not good enough to force Honitsu here, and when you can accept the Dora with the 3-so, it's
yeah.
I think it's fine to.
Also, the points are quite close,
for it.
So you're
and Dustin is leading, so
yeah. Daniel here gonna hold the east a little bit because the hand on his left, so currently our right, is looking pretty Honitsu Tenpai. Or at least it looks pretty dangerously Honitsu, but at least down east is safe, so he can't get rid of it. But we'll just keep it as a safe tile at the moment.
There, Lucas had a chance to call that 6 mon for Tenpai, but it is going to drastically cheapen the hand.
Yeah.
So he passed it. It's been perfect Ishan 10 since he started discarding. Well, now we're Suanko Ishan 10 here.
Well, could have been Suanko Tenpai, but everyone has screwed up their Suanko a little bit today, but could drop the 6 Mon, but wants to play like this perfect Tenpai here. Understandable, because you're dealer and you're actually not the one who needs to force a Yakumo at the moment. Especially where Zilong is in the standings. They're still somewhat okay, and there's, like you're in Deep Blast. But everyone's hand's going actually really slow in the series.
That's finally Tenpai. We're never going to see Ricci. Uh-oh. That's 6 mon.
And this Forso is just hard to push as well. But I don't know if Zilong wants to fold here. Because he's currently thinking. He has 3 safe tiles, which is just the 7 ones. We'll just have to just shove the Forso, which is really close to Dora.
Also, that's 10-5 for Nathaniel.
Ricci. Waiting on 4-7 Mon.
Tsumo.
But it's just Tsumo.
Yeah. On the last 3 mon. So Ricci, Patsumo, Tanya, Dora, and nothing. So manga.
That's a lot of Sumos today.
Now, a lot of Suanko Ishanten.
Yeah, there's been 3. It's 3 now.
That's too many. It's L2 of the first game. There's been 3.
3.
And Dustin could have actually had it.
Yeah. Well, Dustin actually could have had it. Zilong also could have had it if he didn't drop the 5 so's back to back.
Yeah, but the shapes were already set at that point, so that's a little different than wait one turn instead of waiting 2.
Yeah, unless you're just hard committed to going Suanko, which didn't really make sense at that time because you could just have Suanko. Yeah, but here, Dustin here is our dealer. Fills a really nice 1-3 so block. And actually has really great shapes for just a standard pin through hand. Meanwhile, on the right, Nathaniel calls his double south. But this has really lackluster blocks overall. But this has 1 Dora, so...
Yeah, he has 1 Dora. He's definitely eyeballing that to get above... Try to get it back above 30k. I mean, there's still the dealership. There's still hands left, but the 30k mark is always the goal if you're not worrying about placement.
Yeah. Meanwhile, across, we have Navitas, who just drew a Dora, and has a pretty decent hand overall. Can open up for Tonyo eventually, depending on the tiles that he draws. Meanwhile, on the left, we have Zilong here, which is a pretty standard hand, and it's probably going to step to stay Menzen for a pretty long time. I believe that's 10. Oh.
That's Tenpai.
That's Tenpai.
It was headless Ishanten
headless
before.
Ishanten. I was like, wait, that's too many 4s to be Tenpai.
Yeah, it was headless Ishanten with 3 4/4s and then a 5.
Oh, and this is the guy who just got like 8 the other day, so like... I'm just kidding. So, but currently 5/8 so. 5/8 so pretty good in the wall still.
It's looking less good. There's 5 held. 5 held, so 3 in the wall.
And that con did give 1 door at first, so even if Dustin runs, he'll still have a really decent hand. At least, I believe this... Oh!
He got 10 by and pushed it. Yep.
Yeah.
Only one or but with that con, it's quite expensive at 9,600.
Yeah, it's gonna become 96. And wow! Dustin's starting with a... It's a Honitsu hand. Or Chinitsu.
I see a Chinitsu possibly in front of us. I see a Honitsu for Nathaniel and Sozu.
Yeah. Like, Nathaniel must be thinking he has the best hand, and Dustin also must be thinking he has the best hand. But 2 Honitsu... Oh, wow. So 2 Honitsus currently, 1 in pin in front of us, 1 on Sozu on the right. Meanwhile, across, Navitas just has a pretty sad hand overall. Probably looking Chitoy, honestly, with that 5 mon cut. And then on the left, it's just your standard Ricci hand. Maybe looking Monzu and Honitsu. We'll have to see. Because the 7 still cut first.
I
It's
mean,
pretty.
I don't think you want to go
sus.
Manzu Honitsu here with the Dora 5. So
He was deciding for a really long time, but Wool did drop the 2-pin to end. But there's currently just actually 2 Honitsu players, and he actually just might get baited into going Honitsu with that cut. Oh, just doesn't.
yeah, with the 5 so Dora, he wants to keep it.
Yeah, wants to play the Dunkon. Believe currently 2 Shanten. Can't get Pinfu with that hand as well. But I don't know how much he's regretting it with that 9-1 just dropped back to back.
Kang.
Nathaniel is gonna con. Gives himself 2 Dora. So he currently has Honitsu Yakuhai Dora 2.
I'm thinking we're gonna see
That's a easy.
That's gonna be a chi for Tenpai, and we're gonna see a defensive chi toy pivot out of Lucas here with the hand with the 3 pairs and having a pair of Dora.
Yeah, Lucas
or maybe
probably...
just a flat out fold at this point. It's too dangerous.
This was actually like Honitsu for Zilong, unfortunately. But I don't think Zilong is willing to drop any Sozu now after that con and chi. So
with 2 Dora in the Honitsu suit as well because of the con, it's terrifying to play anything into it.
Oh God.
So I think the only person who's going to deal in here, if there's any deal in, is Dustin if he gets Tenpai and then draws the wrong tiles.
Yeah, I don't think he'll deal in on the 9, and the 4 is not possible. So I think he'll just stop on the 9 and call it a day. Especially with that chi, it's pretty common for you to actually still have 2 9s, but I don't believe that pawn gives you anything.
It gives him a way to get into Tenpai because with the three 7-pins held, he wasn't going to get into Tenpai, but it's he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that.
Maybe he had an inkling about it, but we're seeing a weight switch.
Nathaniel's gonna do the swaparoo here, and that's gonna be Tenpai for Zilong. Is he gonna slam the Richi here with that 4-so Tadashi, or is he just gonna completely fold out with the
Richi?
So he's gonna. Oh. Uh-oh. I think he's just gonna shove. There should. Oh,
no,
wow.
1-2 pin.
1-2. That's good defense by Dustin. We'll just fold the 2 pin here, and it's So, oh no!
It's a renewed temptation. Nanifatsu.
I think he'll push 7 pin because he has a 6 pin Kabe, and then he'll deal in on Tenpai.
Yeah, if he's allowed to pawn, he is going to deal in.
Yeah, because he'll have Chinisu Toy, which is just too much to pass up on. But so unless I think maybe if he just draws like the 1-4. Oh no!
Oh no!
That's why I didn't really want the reach to happen for so long. Because he is going to now deal into Daniel's Chinisu Yakuhai Dora 2.
Honitsu, but yeah.
Just Mangan. Honitsu, yeah. So I don't even want to actually Dairy Craft if that was actually possibly Honitsu for so long, or even Chinisu, just because he draws so many Monzu. But
it was close.
At
the very least, based on what it was in his pond, he could have been 9. He could have been Shabo on 9 mon and Tone.
Yeah, something like that. Nathaniel will cut the south first tile and unfortunately punish. Really want to pair up a Yakuhai here though, because he has Dora 2. Meanwhile, on the right, it's just a pretty slow hand overall.
I'm seeing 1-2-3 Sanshoku, maybe Chanta Dora 2 here for Nathaniel. So that 2 pin draw was excellent. Or was it 2 so? I don't know. Whatever he did to make the Sanshoku
whatever 2 he drew.
Whatever he drew is great.
Yeah. And
the south is quite sad though.
And across it's just the exact same Sanshoku. Currently being played is 1-2-3. Could pushly pivot off, but I think Zilong will float the value hand a little bit longer just because he is in last and needs the value to catch up. On the left, Dustin just has a pretty standard hand. Some
PC Chi.
Yeah, we'll cheat a 1-2-3. And this might be bad because... Is it bad? I don't even know who's actually going to stop and respect this open Sanshoku. But it also could be Chanta too, if you get the 8 pin, I guess. But Lucas here is considering where to go. Okay, it's gonna go
This
Itsu.
going headless at the moment as well, but
Yeah.
that five so was never really a head in the first place.
Nathaniel here also has Itsu route as well. Now he's playing for actually everything. Lucas will find the head with the 1-so, and we'll cut away to 8-9 pin Penchon. I think he wants to pawn here for just Chanta Dora 3.
It is fine. That'll probably cause everyone to go away. And right now, no one can tell that it's not a Manzu Honitsu either.
Yeah, and
sort of by the discard order, you might be able to surmise it's not Honitsu because he led with so many honors before anything else. But it's... Do you really want to test that theory?
Yeah.
You don't see any Manzu.
But meanwhile, across, Zilong is Ishanten at the moment. Super headless Ishanten. Give up the Sanshoku in favor of the double Samenchan without a head. And it can potentially pivot to a Tanya here. But we'll have to see. Cameron new to a 5-6-7 Sanshoku here now. I think I saw the exact same thing happen like M League like the other day. Where they had like double Samenchan, but they also had they had Sanshoku routes as well. But it's just gonna take the widest.
Now it looks like there's a Manzu overflow now. I just don't know if anybody's fooled. Like, is somebody fooled by Manzu overflow and scared of all the Manzu now?
Yeah. Daniel probably
he doesn't have a single Manzu in his hand. We can see that, but
yeah. Daniel is actually probably not going to get Tenpai, very likely. But we'll have to see.
I think the Dora pawn was a bit
of a stretch,
overreaching.
Just in terms of it's going to be hard for you to. You have to completely rely on draws afterwards to get the Tenpai, and you can't call. I believe that's
here. Going to try to go Hatsutanki. Probably trying to go Hatsutanki because he can't. It's untested. It's actually all the other three are in the wall, and you don't know that Nathaniel doesn't have that. There's the Atazuke here.
This is Tenpai, but you also don't. You get your 3-4-5 Sanshoku, but
I mean, you're also looking at not getting. You're not looking at trying to not get fourth here. He's close enough that if he simmons in Mongon, it closes the gap significantly.
Oh yeah, he's
also free 10.
I forgot about that. Gets to just reach you then. It's not like you're really losing anything. I think he's not convinced it's a Honitsu, so that's why he's just shoving. That's probably the reason why. Yeah, I think Zilong's just not convinced that this is even Tenpai, honestly, at this point. Or he might just be reaching for pressure to get everyone off. He said cannot wait any longer in their chat.
Oh, I'm not looking at the chat. I just see the layout and that's it.
Don't worry about it. But Nathaniel can push 2.
The 2 has already come out once, right? It's Suji.
No, I think it's before the Richi because of the call.
Was it? Okay. Yeah. He can still get Tenpai. He's got one more draw.
Will he get Tenpai?
No.
And it's going to be, I believe, just Zilong only in Tenpai here. And we go to Ryukoku.
Zilong picks
Zilong's
up
the only 3,000. One in Tenpai.
With the Richi stick in the middle, Zilong is within a Mangan Tsumo of Nathaniel. So
yeah, that is very important. And yeah, sticks plus Honba will give enough. Lucas now is maybe it's his turn to go for Honitsu or Chinitsu with this really incredible start.
Again, even Bakahon is enough here. Just the Honitsu only would be enough with the stick in the middle to overtake.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming we're going to see him call almost anything.
Yeah.
No? Okay, I'm surprised. I would have just taken
Wait,
that tile.
this is Lucas here in South 4, so he still has to win in our head afterwards, I'm
I
pretty
guess
sure.
if you win, you have to go again. So
Yeah.
that is a consideration.
And I guess drawing the Driso would just really help your hand either way, so you don't want to like really get rid of this. You do lose a draw technically. You lose an opportunity cost to stay Menzen, plus get better shapes, but we'll see.
I mean, unless you pair an honor, you're getting a Chinitsu out of this anyway. So
yeah. On the right, that's Zilong, who actually is the one that actually needs to Mong on Tsumo. Currently has one Dora and potentially Pinfu if he drops one of these pairs. Across, we have Dustin, who's currently in first place. Has two Dora, and
it's Ishanten for Chitoy.
It's Shanten for Chitoy. And I don't know if he wants to greed for Honitsu, or Chinitsu, but he just might, honestly. Just for the sake of it. Yeah.
That's Tenpai or not.
No, he's greeting it. So Chinitsu Chitoy Tenpai.
Yeah, it's possible.
With Dora too.
There's only one 9-pin left, so but you can also pawn 1, 3, or 6 here and get to Tenpai that way. Yeah. 7.
Or it'd be like Chinitsu Ipeiku.
Okay, that's not Tenpai yet. I don't think. No, it's not Tenpai
yet. The tiles light up. That's all I know.
Mention.
What is this?
That's Tenpai waiting on the 7.
That's Tenpai for sure. But yeah,
just drop the 2 when you're waiting on the 7
right?
for Chinitsu Ipeiku Dora 2, which is Baimon. So
yeah, currently 1 dropped. This is quite disgusting, actually.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
That'll actually knock Lucas below.
Yeah, lots
below 30k, and Dustin will enjoy the Uma by himself. That's ridiculous. Would have been a Sanbaimon. So.
Should have reached for Sanbai. Yeah, someone checked her out. Wow, Dustin winning his Baimon Chinitsu will be the only one in first place now, plus 48.0 with 58k. Navata's knocked into the negatives. Just got Sumo. Like that was basically a 13,000.
That was disgusting. That's all that was.
13k oil Kaburi for Navitas basically. 29.6 at minus 0.4. The Daniel will be third place at 21.6 at minus 13.4, and so long is 10.8 at minus 34.2. And that was just. Kind of insanely filthy.
I can say that, but Lucas got to feel how I felt when he saw Chiho on my deal. So, anyway.
Honestly, I think the only reason why he didn't Richi was like, I mean, once is just really good, but he was maybe, like, Dustin's probably in his mind, like, if I draw 6 pin, I can drop 9, be on the same way, and then draw another one and been Chinitsu Suanko Tenpai. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. I'm just theory crafting a little bit too hard, but maybe that'll like actually.
It was just massive, and he didn't feel the need to reach it. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, but with that, Dustin is gonna be in third place now in the standings, and Navatus dropped a little bit, but Dustin now is in contention for getting a first place. Maybe currently have 1 game left, and they're gonna be starting very soon of their series. Whoop. But I don't know what the heck is what was Dustin cooking there? Like, this doesn't take Tenpai. Yeah, it doesn't take Tenpai.
I mean, it's a Baimon Tenpai. You take it every time.
He's like Chitoy Dora 2. He says like, nah, I'm just gonna bring you Shanten. Oh, I'm Tenpai, and he just like draws. I think if he like.
Oh, you're talking about giving up the Chitoy Tenpai. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're not a fan of Chitoy, I mean, that was so close, and it worked out great for him. So that's great.
Yeah, I guess if he recheats, he gets Rishi plus he pots, and all he needs to flip is 1 arrow for Kazue. Oh, he said fuck Chitoy for real, for real. Dustin.
Okay.
Yep, and now we're in our last game of this series. We only watched...
I feel like we need to like make a quote plaque that says that.
Oh god. we have Zilla as our first dealer, 2 Dora. Could go Tanya if he drops south, but maybe not anymore with that 1-pin draw. Meanwhile, on the right, we have a potential 789 Sanchoku, but that's kind of just what the hand looks like right now. Across, we have East Pair for Nathaniel, and then on our left, we have Dustin, who's currently just going probably a standard pin food hand. But we will draw.
And that completes the shape. It just only has 3 blocks. That's the problem with the hand. It's like all of its shapes are pretty good, but the shapes it has are good. It just doesn't have enough of them.
Yeah, he currently technically has like the quote unquote wing shape. Is what I've heard this block is called. Like the 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I guess not anymore.
It's just 2 completed sequences. It would need to be more tiles to be the wing shape, but yeah, it's similar.
It's very similar, I guess. But it's technically found his head at the moment. Dustin currently found his head, but probably will try to find a better head.
Lucas drew a key tile around that 8-so to now have the Sanshoku be possible, which is great.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
And yeah, we have Zilong as our dealer. Currently has some okay shapes. Doesn't really want to drop the 5-so though.
Now you can keep both of them. We just got
now
the
you
penchant.
keep all of them and probably just cut like maybe 7-pin or south. Oh.
No, it doesn't want to. You can either play that 5 block by treating the 3, 5, 5, 6 as 2 blocks and just cut the penchant at that point, or you can cut the 7 and play it 6 block, 7-pin.
Yeah.
So you never want to cut if you don't want to cut Dora, which he doesn't. This might be a chi toy now, but he already just cut this 4 mon before, so I don't know what this is.
Doesn't come in 4 mon, so it can't be Cheetoy ever. And the hand on the right is slowly progressing, but it's not really getting there. A lot of this Sanshoku tiles are still on the wall. Except for the 7-pin. I guess that one's just dead, so it's never happening. But I think Silon's just not sure where to go with this hand, because I think he also wants to make this Tanya probably. But it's not happening either, so unless he just miracle draws like 2 tiles, he's not gonna get Tenpai from here. But we'll have to see. Dustin is currently the one with the best hand at the moment. Currently Ishanten for just Tonpin, maybe Dora.
I wouldn't completely say never about this Sanshoku here, because if Zilong gets a hold of a 5 or an 8, he's going to drop the 7. There's the 4-so we talked about earlier. Now it's Tenpai.
That's Tenpai. Yeah.
Waiting on the 7-pin. It's all held, but could come out.
Only potentially comes out from Zilong. And I think Zilong's just very sad right now. It's like this
might go for Chi Toy. If he goes for Chi Toy now, he'll cut the 4 because it'd be free 10 on it. Or the 1.
Or the 1, 2 cut. Hoping to maybe just redraw the 4 for Chi Toy.
Yeah.
You can also just drop
you don't have to
4.
wait on it if you draw something else.
Oh wow, Dustin's gonna Dama his hand. Currently it's just Ton Pandora.
He's waiting a turn. Now he'll reach.
Now he'll reach.
Each.
Of course. We already know Dustin's strat, so like there's nothing new. Currently the 5s are dead. 1, 2 left in the wall. Also, wait. Okay. Yeah, Zilong also won't ever drop the 2s or the 7-pins. And that's going to be a full from Navitas. He's not going to push his Sansho Konomi. So, and it's going to get a call out from the Daniel cross. So we'll breaky pots here.
Breaky Potsu, yeah.
Yeah.
Would not have been a sumo anyway.
Yeah.
And Nathaniel would have similar to be committed the 5, but now it's Tenpai.
And it's Tenpai on Tonki 5-pin. It was free 10 on
Didn't want to push it. Yeah, it's free 10 on it. Did not want to push it earlier.
Yeah. He was also free 10 on no matter what decision he made there. He would have been free 10 1-so or free 10 5-pin.
He would have had to jam the 5-pin earlier, and it looked pretty bad, and that
yeah. Still looks pretty bad, to be fair.
Yeah. And he would have sumoed the Ton Chanta then, but it's not. Not looking good.
Yeah.
But he's maintaining his tenpai.
Yeah. Well, the tenpai's probably worth more than the Ronin anyways.
Yep.
So we'll be 2 people in tenpai. Dustin and Nathaniel for 1,500 points each.
Oh, Navitas with a great starting hand. You can just use that Dora. It's a quick one gone if you pawn it twice.
Easy pawn for Navitas, who's currently dealer.
Oh, the tones are mochi mochi, so we're not going to see that.
Yeah. But it's not the end of the world because he already... Oh!
Oof.
Whoa, I don't think he really cares anymore. 5/7's the standard cut here. But could have also considered cutting 8 mon. Because...
Could have, yeah. But he doesn't know the tone is mochi mochi, and if you get the... if you do get the tone, and then you do get a third Dora, you get a Hanemon.
Yeah. But we'll currently see how it goes. We'll cut 5/7 for now. Meanwhile, on the right, that's just...
Junchan.
Sanshoku Junchan. We'll see how this goes from here. Meanwhile, across, this Navitas dropped this 1 pin. Or 8 pin first. I think if it drops 1 pin, it might be a chi. Just forced Sanshoku Junchan. Meanwhile, across, we just have a standard hand from Dustin. Except he just doesn't have Pinfu, so it'll just probably be Riichi Nomi. Maybe if he gets the Dora. Navitas actually might drop 8 mon here. Just because he wants to play the Konchan instead. And has better overlap. Yep. Yeah, better expanding shapes later on. Meanwhile, on the left, we have Zilong.
Zilong picked up a pair of Pei. It's sweet win, but that's all it's got really going for it right now. Can't accept Dora, otherwise it looks like pawn and go.
Yeah, pawn and just get your Dows in. Collect the stick and the Honba. Yeah, Lucas currently now has the Jonkon here. But we'll be on Tenpai. We'll be Tenpai here for Nathaniel. Junchan Nomi. But it does look kind of Sanshoku-like. So... Oh, but it's going to be Tenpai. And Dustin is currently the first one in Tenpai. 1 4-so. 3 1-so is currently gone. But...
Tsumo.
I was going to say all 4 on the wall. So... I guess it doesn't matter. We'll be Rishipot Tsumo Dora.
He didn't wait that time.
Yeah, didn't wait that time.
Good thing he didn't wait, otherwise he would have just sumoed.
Yeah. Oh, man, why did he wait 1 turn?
I don't know.
We could have just made fun of him again.
With this, that's just sad Tsumo no Mi.
But he's gonna be like, oh, it's good to wait no Yakurichi. I'm gonna have to Riichi this. And then I'm like, I don't know, like, what his criteria, because he just has different, like, he has a flowbook criteria chart. He's like, if follows XXYYZ condition, it's Riichi.
You calling it a flow chart? I like that pun.
Is it just not a flow chart?
This is Justin's flow chart of flow.
Yeah. So Nathaniel is currently dealer. After we talked a bit about this flow chart, he currently has Chi Toy. Nope, never mind.
No, refuses.
Nope.
He's got two Dora.
But he has 2 Dora though, so we're gonna see this eventually become Chi Toy and she make him regret. No, I'm just kidding. On our right, we have Chun Called, has no Dora and just a pretty cheap hand from Dustin, who's currently just pushing with first place at the moment. Across we have Zilong with just pretty standard hand overall, just Riichi and then try to get your value somewhere. And then on the left, we have... That's a sad hand. It's like over-paired. But I guess now you have a 1-pin Onko, so you're kind of straightforward hand from here on.
Back in business. Okay, it's not a Chi Toy anymore.
Yeah, it's not Chi Toy. Instead,
we said no Chi Toy, and...
Yeah, it's going to cut the forward on. Playing the Ipeka shape. Daniel hates playing the Ipeka shape, so that's pretty surprising.
They're probably both coming out. I mean, in most cases, you just get Tenpai and Yurichi, but he's playing the double Ryanmen, and now he's going to cut the 9s. Yep.
Yeah, finally reward for playing. Yeah, finally rewarded for playing their non-men.
Boom.
Yeah. actually wouldn't have mind if you actually dropped to 9 pin from there too as well. Sacrifice is a bit of efficiency, but you could put Kriski Formon. But it doesn't really matter because you already got Tenpai here. Yeah, Dustin is now Tenpai after 3-pin Pon. It's on his cult favorite Sanzo. He's gonna not swap to the Shaba. Oh, is okay. I'm just yapping too much.
Shaba, okay. That
oh
is.
my god,
one...
he's not believing in Sanzo. Like,
you have a Ricci from the Shabo. one so 5 so Shabo Ricci.
So
there's 1 5 so left.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh.
If you're Nathaniel, you just kind of gotta
7
go
pin
here.
is Suji, so I would just go. 8 Mon. Does he think like just near Dora is dangerous?
It's Suji, but it is near Dora. I don't really know.
But how do you use it with Dora? Because it's not possible.
You don't.
Right. So you can't like it's not like you can't even Dora Conch on it. So I don't really get it. But it doesn't matter because he's just going to push it now because he drew a really dangerous tile. Thus, just considering whether to shove here, but we'll just drop the 8 Mon as well.
We're going to see a Ricci here.
He's going to see a Ricci.
He's going to shove.
It's going to be a shove. Oh,
Dama.
Dama. Waiting on Genbutsu Tuso.
That Genbutsu is a Bungon if it comes out.
Yeah.
That's the Ipeiko Takame.
Yeah, so currently 2 people are in Tenpai. There's a chance for this double 5 so run, but I doubt it when 2 people are folding. Oh, Zilong is folding that for sure, so... Novitas currently does not have any wins left anymore.
Yep.
Just currently 2 Susos left in the wall for the Daniel. Has... Technically, everyone has a drawing pool, but this 3 so shove...
1.
is gonna probably be a Karagiri Ricci. Oh!
Changes to the Shabo.
Changes
and
to the
that
Shabo.
is 1 tile left. It's sitting over.
That's the Potts tile right here.
It's Dora too, so it's never
it's
coming
not
out.
coming out.
So there's 1 Dora left. So Nathaniel has 1 tile. Lucas has 0 tiles.
I'm surprised he swapped there. Yes, it's Genbutsu, but wow. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because 2 Susos are left in the wall somehow.
This is both in the dead wall. Interesting.
Or what? Oh, sorry,
actually, only one two.
Oh, I forgot one was just sitting in the hand the entire time. I was looking at 2 of the discards. Okay, I guess he didn't want to go 2. But we'll be 2 people in Tenpai, in the Daniel and Novitas. But, oh, why am I swapping the...
Well, I just saw that, and Dustin, if it's just skipping what Nathaniel has, Dustin has a pair of the non-Dora as South Seed. So, Nathaniel's best chance. This hand is great for Nathaniel. It's more of just pawn and go, like win. Get the 2 Ricci sticks in the middle, get the extra 2,300.
Yeah.
Because if you don't pawn and go, Dustin is going to try to pawn and go, for sure.
Yeah. Well, this is a Daniel, so it's his dealership, so it's probably just will call. So it's just whoever... Oh!
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, okay, so it's going to drop the 5 Mon, slightly float the Honitsu as well, for, you know, Honitsu non-Dora 3. Will be Hanimon.
That Honitsu greed is actually hurting Nathaniel's chances, though, because the Haku needs to come out so he can advance.
Yeah, so it's going to be benefiting Dustin pretty much in every way if he greets his Honitsu.
However, if Nathaniel fills everything in and then Dustin decides to shove, would potentially deal into a Shavo.
Yeah. Meanwhile, across we have what the fuck? Sorry for my profanity, but this guy has door 4 now. Oh no.
Yes. I mean, this is my favorite tile. Maybe I'm just helping it along.
Maybe it's because you're casting. You're just helping out a bit. What in the world?
The commentator's blessing for South.
For South only. Yeah. Across we have Zilong with just a pretty standard hand. Maybe he's Onko Tusos though. Wait, is that?
Kang.
Okay, we'll call. What the?
What? Oh my goodness. Well, now it's not Honitsu 8, so now it's a Sambai.
Wait, so instead of getting 8, he just gets regular 8. We're not thinking.
And Nathaniel's like, I want my Haku. Give me my
Wait.
Haku.
Daniel's gonna just shove here.
That is Tenpai
That's
now.
Tenpai.
It is going to be 3-so, 6-so Pei and Totsu.
That's Sanbaimon here, right?
It is Sanbaimon, yeah.
Sanbaimon.
Non-Honitsu Dora 8.
Yeah, non-Honitsu Dora 8. Well, I think he says. Oh!
Oh, dear
Wait.
lord. It's a
It's
Sanbaimon.
Sanbaimon. Why he Richi?
Oh,
Oh, no, it's Kazué! Kazué!
Because it's Menhon.
Menhon. Yeah. And Tsumo. Dude, wait, why did we get the golf?
I didn't realize. It didn't click that it wasn't open because the non was sitting separately.
Yeah, I looked at the south and I'm like, oh, it's called, so it's just Honitsu. And I'm like, wait, it's Menhon. And I forgot that you get a Sumo for Menhon too. What?
Yeah, so Sumo Menhon non Dora 8 for 13. Approved.
What the? This game's rigged.
South Cultist approved. Thumbs up.
South Cultist, are you just happy that you cast it today now?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, God, this was so BS, honestly.
That was ridiculous.
Alright, yeah, I don't know how I actually just don't know how to feel anymore, so we're just gonna keep going.
Is Nathaniel like, I want a Yakuman too, so we're gonna go for Kokoshi? That hand is just bad.
Like, Nathaniel's just like, bro, I just took 16,000 oil recovery. But that is just insane. And so I think it was like Andre yesterday or like day before who got like.
It was Andre. They got the Dora 8.
So now we get regular. So instead of Ura, he's just like, I'm gonna show you that I have Dora 8.
Regular Dora 8.
Regular Dora 8. So yeah, Dustin just has.
Yeah, we both did the same thing there. Where we're like, oh, it's 11 because it's Honitsu for 2 non Dora 8. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's open. It's not open. That's non-con.
Yeah,
I
like
missed the Menhon completely.
We were just both the same brain. We're just like, yeah, of course it's just 8. Or you'll list 11, and it's like, oh, Menhon plus Sumo.
Well, yeah, I do. Of course, the fact that Sumo is there is not going to click.
Oh.
That is the most perfect draw for
That's
an inefficient
yeah.
play.
You know, since you're already so high flow,
I am disgusted.
Yeah.
It's such a perfect draw for throwing the 4, which is just inefficient. I mean, there's 2 5s out, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, and of course Dustin, because currently 2 overflowed, is gonna cut for his Itsu here instead of taking Tenpai. So yeah, Dustin Ishanten for Itsu. On the right, it's just Pinfu, maybe. Probably Pinfu with Dora 2. Across we have just Anko of 1 pins. And it's just currently just sitting Ishanten on double Kanchan Hell. Like, it's pretty bad. And then on the left we have just a regular hand. Richinoi hand. With 1 Dora. So just Richidora.
Right now Dustin is thinking, where's my 1 mon? Where's my 9 mon? Wants that Itsu.
Yeah, wants that Itsu really badly. Just wants Sanbinchan in general, though. Before he reaches.
Although, yeah, any Manzu that's not 2, 5, or 8 is going to give you a Sanbenchan or a Ryanmen Pinfu.
Now he's going to play the wider Ishanten. Maybe he has like 1 4. But I don't know if he'll cheat for this. Maybe he might cheat for this. But,
no, that's not the Tenpai you really want.
Now just a Tenpai.
And it's a hell weight on the last.
Hell weight, no Yaku 8 Mon. But knowing this guy, he's just gonna
you can't
it on
reach.
accident.
You can't reach yet. You just wait for another different Manzu to come along.
Maybe you just get lucky. Oh, nope. Now he's just gonna drop West. Unless he just gets Miracle Tenpai and just like yellow shoves 8 Mon just because.
If he gets some sort of Ryanmen or something, he'll probably shove because he's got a lot of points and get like once more.
Oh,
there you go.
Wow, there you go. Okay, he's gonna fuck it. No, YOLO Richie, right?
Each.
Yeah,
I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There is 2 of the 9 mon Takame left.
Yeah, 1 3 and 1 6. So 4 left. Meanwhile, this Richie has 1 4. So 1 is dead and 4 is.
He has 1 left.
1 left.
Each.
There's 1 4 left. That is the Richie.
Richie?
Putting on 3 mon.
Putting 3 mon. Oh, it's 9 mon.
It's 1 chance, but I don't.
Shoved.
Yeah, not from the player who's not in Richie.
So currently, where's this Dreamon though? Also just one. So everyone still has a little weight left, has a bit of their weight left in the wall. 3 can't be double rolled right now. So, hope so long doesn't get double rolled on. That'd really suck. But I guess
Gonna go
all
to
the wishes should be
Ryukoku.
Tenpai. Wow, all the wishes are just left in the wall. Dang, at least 14
There weren't that
dollars.
many. There weren't that many. There's at least a couple of the 369 in there, but
369, yeah. Okay, Dustin is now gonna wrench on here. Currently has an okay shape hand. First thing it pops out is just a 1-3 Sanshoku that might or might not happen, but we'll see from here. On the right, you just have a pretty standard hand as well. Pretty bad blocks overall, but you know, if you fill like your infinite Conchons plus Toitsus, you'll maybe get lucky. Across the way, we have Uncle of Tunes for Lucas. But
yeah, I think it's a little premature to say what this hand is. There's another Anko.
I already know what this hand is!
Another Suwako.
Suwaku Ishanten! It's not Tenpai, it's just gonna Ishanten.
Don't we deserve to see one? We saw one Yakuman already. Can we have another?
Yeah, of course. And then on the left, we have just Nathaniel just playing a pretty standard Pinfu hand. No, I think he's just Tenpai now. But does he just greed?
1
Oh no, no. Yeah.
It's pretty hard to greed when you're sitting here with a 10 pi plus 1 and you have a situation where you win it, you're very, very likely to get into second place for now. And there's 3 reach sticks in the middle, so...
Yeah. Well, you could have done one for Con 5.
Could have waited for maybe an upgrade.
Yeah.
To me, an upgrade here is
Sanlanko.
To me, an upgrade is an 8. A number of things are upgrades here, like 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 are all upgrades because you can Suji Trap and the other Kanchan, and if you pair them up, you have a Sananko chance. So,
yeah, understandable that he wants to reach, but I could also see. Oh, yes.
I mean, I can see just go. I mean, there's no reason to wait around either.
Well, I mean, that's a fold, probably. I mean, Dustin might just YOLO push.
Don't.
Yeah.
How many Ura?
8?
Richichun.
Oh.
The rare Tuhan 70 Fu for 4,500 with 4 sticks in the middle. That's pretty good, actually. That's quick 8,500 points.
Yeah. Zilong finally his dealership. It's like, I've been waiting for my second dealership for a long time. But currently has a probably 789 Sanshoku, hopefully. But we'll see how this goes. On the left, or on the right, sorry, we have Nagatas Lucas with 2 Sows.
Double Sow pair again. I like it.
1 Dora. And currently just Shanten right now. Meanwhile, across we have Nathaniel. Chitoi Shanten.
It's Chitoi.
So I don't think you can really break away from cheat. Oh, Suwanku Ishan. No, I was kidding.
That's
we'll be
yeah,
a
there's the pawn.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tenpai 5-8 pin. The 5 are just gone already. So the only thing that potentially Lucas could be waiting on is 8 pin. So there's 3 8 pins left in the wall. Nathaniel is just gonna commit to the Chitoi, but maybe potentially hopefully for a Suwanko as well. It's not possible though with 2 Easts being held, so
yeah, the Suanko's never going to happen because 2 of his pairs are
dead.
There's Chitoi.
GG's, that's a Riichi.
1
Oh, that weight's really good too because you early 4-so cut with 2 2-sos. 8 pins going to be held up, so there's 2 8 pins left. Currently, 3 versus 2, 3 2-sos and 1 and 2 8 pins. This is. Please don't tell me this is also Chitoi. It's not going to be.
I've casted, I've made it a Toitsuba.
It's just Toitsuba today. Yeah. Oh.
That is
not
That's too many blocks.
West here. Oh, sorry. 8-so.
It's once cut, and it's 1 chance and Suji. Yeah. So it's actually a little safer looking. This could have been Chitoi.
Yeah, this could have been Chitoi, but we'll probably just cut 8 again because they already cut 1. Oh, it's
Tsumo.
gonna shove.
Oh, just
Yeah,
Tsumo.
it's gonna be Tsumo. For
Double
the
non
South-
Dora.
Dora. Yep. 1,002.
Lucas got to be pretty happy about that after how everything has gone so far, because it's South 2, you have your dealership now, and 30,000 is
Yeah.
easily within reach.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sanshoku Doko. Hear me out. Sanshoku Doko.
I mean, since we got Yakuman, why not, right? Like, this. Wait, is Doko harder than Yakuman?
I mean, it's rare. I don't know. It depends on which Yakuman, I think. But
Okay, wait, but like, is it rarer than Kazuo? That's what I
No.
want to know.
I don't think so.
Okay, so since we already got a Kazuo, then we should be getting Doko as well then. According to my logic.
Just because a rare thing happens doesn't mean they'll happen. Oh, this is Chitoitsu Ishanten again for
Oh.
Dustin.
Oh, so this becomes Suanku Ishanten eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's gonna somehow fold it out.
And Lucas has 4 pairs.
Pom.
He's
He's just going to go for Tanya now. He's just going to take Tenpai.
Yeah, I think he's just done.
He's like, I don't trust you, Mr. Seven Don. I'm going to Pon.
Yeah, he's gonna ruin Lucas's dealership here. Because that's 2 pin
I mean,
floating.
there is merit to that because it is.
Oh, yeah,
there it
Boom.
is.
There it is.
Because if Dustin can keep everybody below 30k, he gets an extra 5k in Uma.
Yeah, of course.
So winning fast, nothing wrong with that.
Also, he got mad that he dealt into. I bet it's like, I dealt into Navitas or Lucas earlier, and he's like, I'm just gonna ruin your dealership now. That's what you pay. That's what you get for 4,500 points. Now we have the Daniel as our South 3 dealer. Wants to make a comeback. Currently last place because of extra 8k Oyakaburi.
Yakuman Oyakaburi.
Yakuman
I'm familiar with something I'm very familiar with.
Doesn't it feel great to just watch other people
Oh.
suffer though? Like from
A little bit, yeah. It doesn't feel fantastic, but
it feels a little bit better.
there's some Schadenfreude here because I've gotten
Everyone in
Yakuman
chat was
covered like
like-
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, everyone in chat was like, "Oh, it's because you're here. We saw Yakuman." So I don't know. Meanwhile, the Daniel has a pretty sad hand overall. Potentially cheat toy, but maybe just a standard hand overall. On the right, we just have Dustin with a pretty Toitsu-like hand as well. 3 pairs with a really sad shapes otherwise. Across, we have Zilong here with a pretty standard hand. Richinomi hand. And then on the left, we have Navatas who pulled in the south and is looking for Tenpai somewhere. But he's currently Ishanta, wants to fill the 5 stodes, which is probably not happening. Oh, Con. Maybe? Nah, I think he just drops Tumon. Yeah. Dustin said thanks, by the way.
Oh, very good.
The Daniel. So everyone's hands is going pretty slowly.
What are we doing? What are we doing with these 4-1 mods? That's what I want to know.
He's just, I don't know.
Waiting for Tenpai.
Or probably waiting for a better shaped Tenpai.
Chi.
But what is better shape? Maybe you draw like 7 so.
we got 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku on the right here. We've got possible 6, 7, 8 in front of us.
Okay, it probably should be a con now. You saw one person open up. Oh. Nope. All you did was console
This is-
Dora.
Let's make more blocks, make more weird blocks out of it.
Yeah. Oh, Nadel's gonna shove the Dora. Technically was still alive. Was only 1 cut, so could have, Novitas could have been on like a pair or something, but doesn't think so. Yeah, it's currently Ishanten now for Dustin. Wants to cheat a 5 pin for his open Sanshoku. More blocks for Novitas.
That's actually fine. It's wider. You have Pon 10 now.
Yeah, Pon 10.
Or you can do the sneaky Pon 2 so wait 2 so.
Pon 2 so, wait 2 so. Yeah.
I mean, it's 2-5, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You can get people with that occasionally.
And technically could somehow pivot into Toy from here. If you just somehow draw the 3 or 4 so. It's going to be very unlikely.
Reach.
It's not happening, I guess. with those 3-6 being drawn. Currently 10 pie, 3-6 pin.
3-6 pin.
Rishi Dora has the new Dora that was just created. And the 6s.
Okay, Dustin is
Whoa.
now 10 pie on the
Wait.
5 pin.
How is 3 pin still 4 walled? Oh.
The wall is greedy and likes
The
to
wall
hold
is
all
greedy.
of them. I don't know.
Okay, all the 6 pins are gone, but there are currently 4 3 pins left in the wall. But
No.
Dustin's just going to shove because he was 10 pie.
Shove.
So Rishi, Dora. Dora won.
Dora will run. Yeah, I think Dustin just kind of felt bad for the causeway. He said, I'll just distribute the points slowly back out.
Well, he needs to give them back to Nathaniel, not everybody else. He's the one who paid the gobbery.
Except for Nathaniel, because I think Nathaniel's kind of just really sad right now. Yeah, Dustin currently just has a hand, potential Honitsu. Hopefully not as monstrous as those last Honitsu. On the right, we have...
That'd be pretty hard.
Yeah, on the right, we just have a pretty standard hand. Potential 7, 8, 9s. Sanshoku, but that's kind of just it. But Snaimon is Dora, so we don't know how long Zilla wants to float this Dora. Across, we have just pretty standard hand from Navitas. Just pretty normal shapes, and he'll just try to play it from there. Then on the left, we have Nathaniel, who pawned the Hatsus, and is probably just going for Honitsu because he needs to regain some points.
Kind of wants the points. I mean, if you can swing a Hanemon here, you can get to second place. But
yeah, or just 8,000
I mean,
points.
Mangan Tsumo is enough. Mangan Tsumo is enough to overtake Zilong.
Yeah, and just getting even 5,200 is still good for your raw points and your standings. +5, that's basically a placement swing, or like a fake placement.
But if he's able to get the non, then he's got the Mangan anyway.
He's got the Mangan. His hand is actually not super bad because he already has like his blocks in.
I mean, everybody else has gotten the non when they wanted it, so he can have one too, right?
He should get it too, right? Like, aren't you the blessings of the non? That's currently Tenpai for Zilong. Con 5 Mon.
Chi.
Should be Chi here.
Yep, now we got the Shabo, so...
Each.
Oh, that's
didn't reach yet, so no Yaku.
Oops. This also could change his weight here. Oh, but it's just gonna fold. Doesn't want to push against the dealer Ricci. Nathaniel here can swap his Shabo to something else.
He can swap it to 4.
Just maybe want to push the 1-so because it's a little bit safer. But safer as in it's just near the edge. It's not that much different.
Yeah, not really any different.
Unfortunately, the South just probably never comes out anymore.
The thing is, if it comes out from Dustin. You could change here, but then it's not enough value.
Yeah.
And I think he's cognizant, and that's safe as well.
Is.
Okay.
Yeah, but even a Mongon run off Dustin's not enough to overtake.
No.
Which is quite unfortunate. So, for example, if he saw a South out from Dustin, he might.
But it's not the end. It's not the end of the world. You can remain in 10 pie here, even if you don't win, and then you have another hand.
Yeah.
There's still one non. Oh, never mind.
Oh, but I guess it doesn't matter. Because it's just going to be Tsumo from Dustin for 13 all.
That's minor, 13 all.
Yeah.
The score line doesn't really change what everyone's after here.
Yeah. Nathaniel still has the Mongon Tsumo condition. And yeah. I believe it's actually slightly easier now, because technically if there's one more stick now, he can win 8,000 and be okay. Because there's now one Honba, which will put him above 100 points above Zilong.
Navitas losing the points there does make it so now the 3,900 is not enough to bring over 30k. That's the only other significant change.
Now he needs to sumo his 3 Hanpinfu instead of running the 3 Hanpinfu. Well, because I guess if you sumo it goes 4, but yeah, Dustin here with a pretty, actually good hand. He has a pretty decent blocks, and he has his pair/pawn now on the east. Meanwhile, on the right, we have Zilong who just drops the east. Dustin's thinking about pawning it, and will do so. Zilong here with I was about to say 789 again, but it's probably not happening this time. Across we have Navitas. Trying to get 340 or a Monk on here.
It's Tenpai.
It's going to be really hard, though. Yeah.
If Dustin gets another repeat, then he gets another repeat. As long as, like, if you're Nathaniel, as long as you're not dealing into it, it's fine.
Yeah. And Nathaniel's going to be hard for him to deal in with this one. Currently, because he has 2 of them. And he can accept a 4. Thinking about cutting something. Probably 1 pin.
The blocks are not that happy. The 1-2-2 pin is just bad because you don't need. You want to keep the Dora.
And you're just over paired in general at the moment.
Over paired, over blocked. I mean,
so long deals in here.
You get another hand, and that's exactly what Nathaniel wants, to be able to get out of 4th.
Yeah, now Nathaniel can just run off anyone. He doesn't even need the Ricci stick anymore for his 8,000. It's slightly becoming easier and easier for Nathaniel to come back. But Dustin's starting off with Hatsu pair in his hand. And actually
Still
really
very
great blocks
strong
overall.
shapes again, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the right, we have Chi-Toy. Oh, not anymore.
It's not Uncle, I don't know.
Uncle, Toy. I don't know.
789 Sanchoku.
Yeah.
Cut the 4 pin. Nathaniel, do it. Yes, okay.
Yeah, really wants the South to at least make this, like, hand worth pushing. Meanwhile, across, we have Navitas here. Lucas. Just has his hand. Maybe it becomes, like, a Pinfu type hand, but it's hard to say from here. And on the left, we have actual 789. And that's probably the only way you actually get value in this hand. But we'll have to see. We'll cut the 6-0 currently. Is Ishan 10 for Richinomi. Maybe he's hoping for like a con from Dustin again. And then he reaches. But we'll have to see. Daniel's currently struggling to find value. We'll draw the 2 pin.
Junchan Sanshoku.
Try to shift the
pivoting.
Sunshoku. Yeah, if you pivot to Junchan Sanshoku, you'll have somewhat of a value.
Well, a 3,900 point direct hit is enough if he's able to run so long for it.
Yeah.
Home.
Meanwhile, Dustin's just gonna Autozuke here on the Hatsu.
So he's not Tenpai yet. It's still Ishan-ten. So he could just get the Hatsu and be Tenpai.
Nathaniel did pass 8 Mon, so he does not want to call the first one. Oh. He's just gonna go Tanyao now. So Dustin's shifting to Tanyao. Doesn't take the... I would have dropped 7 so maybe, just so I can pawn. And then, or maybe go Sanshoku.
Well, you still can.
Yeah, but this is like...
The 4-7 weight is not good, though, because you've already pawned the 4.
Yeah. Well, it's just mostly because this is technically putting you back at Shanten.
Yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the right, Zedong is slowly trying to build up his... I don't know what this is. Yeah, I think he hasn't figured it out either. Because his draws have just been abysmal overall. If you look in his discards. Meanwhile, the only one really progressing his hand is Lucas. But even him, he's still 2 Shanten. And the 7-Sos are just... don't exist currently.
That's a great draw.
That's
I think you want to lose the Dora now at this point. I don't really see any other option.
Yeah.
Nope, no
wow,
go.
Just doesn't want to. And Nathaniel's going to open up for the Chi. Would have drawn the 2-So, but wouldn't have really helped him there. Maybe you lose the Dora now to take your perfect Ishanten. But we'll just not decide to do so. We'll hold on to it for pretty much forever. Or until he's Tenpai at least. Needs to fill that Con 7-So that just doesn't really exist currently in the game. Except for one left.
Well, Dustin has 2 of them, and
yeah, and
you can't really go. Wall, that's it.
You really can't go 4, 5, 6 shift because the 4s are gone, aka pulling away.
There we go. It's still not Tenpai actually.
Yeah, Nathaniel currently Ishanten now. Oh well, you kind of now you could 6-8-So and go for Dora Tonki. It's probably that's what he's gonna do.
And Dustin has. I mean, Nathaniel has a way out here with Chanta Sancho Godora 2.
Yeah.
So it is enough value again.
Yeah. Needs to get this 8 Mon, which currently is 2 left in the wall. It's actually not even that bad for Daniel. Novice was taking the perfect Shanten here. We'll want. Well, perfect
He's
Shanten.
gonna be free 10 on a lot of things
Yeah,
if
on a
he's not
lot of
careful with the
things.
two with the two. But I don't think he's cutting that door anyway. So
Oof. The Daniel might not even be Tenpai, honestly, at the end of this. Because
Dustin might not either. It might just be done.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin probably won't be taking Tenpai at the end of this, just because it's probably time to close up shop. But we'll see, because I don't think
And it's 8 games in the season. And it's more points, but it's also a chance to lose points. It depends on he. I think if it was him, I'd be feeling pretty lucky and go for another round.
Yeah. Nathaniel's just trying to take the widest Shanten possible here.
Pon.
It's going to be a Pon 10, I believe, for Lucas. Or not Lucas,
So
so
call. You can call for 10 pie here and cut
Yeah.
the 2.
Pon for K10. Will be Chun Tonki here for Lucas. Also, no Yaku. There's still 2 Chuns left in the wall, actually, so... there's a chance that Lucas high-taste Tsumo's Chun here. That'd be really funny if it does happen. But, yeah. Yeah,
Nope.
Okay, so it's gonna be Lucas only one. Lucas and Zilong and Tenpai, that's just it.
Not quite enough to get out of the hole for Navitas, but in still keeping -3. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Obviously, that game had a lot of fireworks in it, so
yeah, Dustin,
exciting.
the only one in Tenpai again, or not only one Tenpai, only one above 30k again. Plus 56.8, 2 monster back-to-back games, plus 60-ish in the first game. Lucas will take his second negative second of today, minus 3.2. Zilong now swapping with Nathaniel in third and fourth, minus 16.6. And Nathaniel will unfortunately take last after getting Oyakaburi to minus 37.0. And unfortunately, Nathaniel just pinged me in Discord and he's like, unplanned broadcast equals bad luck for me. So I believe Dustin probably just it's probably just first place after these 2 monster games, so there's probably no way he's not.
Yep, no, he's in first. Not far in first, but with 16 games left, it's obviously anybody's game, really.
Yep. And now he has the highest win average plus highest EV after this, but I would expect so after Baimon and Kazuo. Because actually technically if it's on Paimon if you really had fun there, but it is what it is.
That's what we can keep telling ourselves, that we're WRC brained, so we're like it's on Baimon because there's no Kazuo.
There's no Kazuo.
Even though we just didn't read that, we read the hand is open.
Yeah, and we also did we also played the wrong rule set because modified WRC.
Yeah.
Double Ron, floating Uba. Also, Kazuo. We can now just go into 2 games. There's probably no difference in which game you want to go into, but would you like to go into B22 or B25? Because they're
you take your pick. I've not been following, so with the season I had last season, I kind of disengaged for a little bit. I'm back to do commentary, and you can pick.
I'll see which game looks like they're gonna play more. Or more like who have we not gotten yet? I will now pull up the chart to see who we've not gotten yet. And meanwhile, Dustin's just in the chat yapping right now. Just like, yeah, oops, I got Kazuo. Unlucky. And then just yap. Wait, what the? Why are there more games than there should be at the moment? In fact, there should be a game starting soon, but why hasn't it started? Oh. I don't know why the game hasn't... There should be a game starting soon. So, actually, I think we'll just be going on a slight break. And then... we'll be back in a few minutes. So, stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. And we're going to be broadcasting our last game of today. Just a relatively short stream. Featuring our B2 League. Featuring Isabella, Jason, Nathan, and David. Oops. Hit the wrong key on my keyboard. And they should be starting relatively soon. And we actually have 3 people trying to go for a promotion this season. David in 2nd, Nathan in 4th, and Isabella in 6th. So it should be a pretty competitive match. And we have, starting with Isabella as dealer, followed by, sorry, I don't need names, Jason as Shimo, Toyman is Nathan, and David is on the left as Kami. And it's going to be a pretty quick pawn from Isabella. Probably just Chun Nomi at the moment, but we'll have to see. But
Possibility for Toy with shapes like this. You can't really. I mean, that penchant does not inspire a ton of confidence.
definitely does not inspire any confidence whatsoever. But we are currently on the left, or on the right. Sorry, I don't know why.
Yeah, we have
right.
Chitoy. We have Chitoy Ishanten on the left.
Yeah.
Just gonna point that out. We have another Chitoy.
Yeah. I think we were blessing them with enough Chitoys. But yeah, Chitoy Shelton on the left does have Dora. And on the right, that's could have been Chitoy as well, but not really. It's Sanshoku is the one we're looking for on the right. Sanshoku or Itsu.
Or Itsu. It's one or the other.
One or the other. It's like I can look for everything on the right. And on the cross, we have Phil the Dreamon. It's really nice Philly the Penchon. Also has an uncle of Nors. But
you have Tumon, 4-pin Shabo.
Floating Dora is going to be an issue.
It's just going to be Chunomi, so it's right now, but it's already three held, so it's just 1 4-pin.
Yeah, the 4-pin can come out across if they like right here if they want to ski to 5-mon, and yeah, it's just going to deal in roll and I know Isabella doesn't have auto roll after that. That was too long of a pause. Are you the type to turn the
I don't leave it on permanently. I'll turn it on if I reach E and in certain situations, but
damn, you're also not an auto runner. That's unfortunate. I thought I'd have another one in my gang, but it just looks like you don't leave it on.
No, I don't leave it on all the time. No, yeah. It's too risky in my opinion to leave it on.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Isabella's just gonna wrench on here, win 1500 as dealer, and keep going. Also has a really nice shapes in her hand. Currently 2 Shanten. Can't pull in Chun for just, what is that Tempai on?
Yeah, it's Chun Tanki, but it's a Nomi, so we're holding out for something waiting. Better.
And if you reached that would have just never came out. So, oops.
No, it's 8-mon Tanki. I don't.
Tanki now. Isabella also Ishanten here with really good shapes. This Tempai might just slam here, but it just won't. Also will Dama. Currently 5-pin Tanki. And then on the right,
now we've got the upgrade.
Yeah, 3-6-pin Nobiton. And Isabella is just gonna slowly play it, hoping to better her shape before she reaches, or at least don't drop Dora or something. But across we have a fold. Yeah, it's folding.
If you were to draw a Dora, that's just a Shabo now. I mean, is Suji trapped if you reach you? Okay, we're going to take the Suji.
Yeah, it's going to set up the Suji. But I don't know who's going to fall for this at the moment. Might be a cross. They are pausing, but will be 1 more. That's Suji to 4. But I guess if you draw 5-8-pin, maybe you reach on the Chun. But who knows? But currently Tempai on 6-7-pin. Is Chunomi at the moment. I guess the only merit in not reaching here, it's being able to.
It had enough.
Yeah, it had enough waiting. But yeah, the only merit with not reaching there was probably just so you can shift the Dora if you draw it. And drop the 4 Genbutsu.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's not worth it. And we'll just
Oh,
Sumo.
just Tsumo. Yeah, if you get the in that case, if you drew like an 8-pin too, you could change to an Ariane Men like 6-9 or something. You can't really do it with the 5 because you'll end up free 10.
Oh.
Another good hand.
Yep, another good hand.
Isabella's just gonna keep trying to let this dealership go as long as possible. Moving around the table, we have some shapes again. Like
1, 2, 3.
Jason has been just behind, or just right there with Isabella. Just the hands have not been working out. Across the way, we have 4 pairs, five pairs. It's Chito Ishan 10, and another Pinfu like hand over, but it's got a penchant that's slowing it down.
The hand on the right is currently also Ishanten, potentially Pinfu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the penchant's slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, it could be 1, 2, 3, but it was
Cuts
pretty
the
rough.
Dora out of the Chito
Wow.
Ishanten. That is an interesting choice.
He's just setting up a CG bait immediately. I'd rather just set up the Nakasuchi.
I'd rather just wait on the Dora. Be
Yeah.
greedy.
We'll be Richi 3-6 so currently just Richi Pinfu Nomi. One of the 3's being held here. Isabella doesn't have any Genbutsu, but could push Tsuji 3. We'll push the 2 chance to 2 so technically. Just all the
That's the
information.
cheat toy.
That's the cheat toy. Has Tsuji
Yeah.
set up.
That is still not Tenpai.
Yeah. Isabella will continue to push this really sad 2 chance 2 so. But now it finally has Genbutsu, which is 5 so. It's just gonna be probably 2 people. Oh, okay, that's just dealing in. Well, this is just Rishi Pinfu for now. It's probably not. Oh, okay, we'll be
Pinfu has about a 30 or something % chance to get a Dora with no overlap. There was an Urdor with no overlap. There was some overlap there, though.
Well, there was a chance for Ura 3.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, but oh, this hand is quite spicy, honestly. But I just hope it doesn't become Chitoy.
It's got 4 pairs already.
It's got 4 pairs though. So yeah, Jason's currently dealer with.
I have 5 pairs. I'm bringing Chitoy on Shundora. I'm bringing the Chitoy.
Just because he has the Salsa in the hand.
I like Chitoy though.
Okay, but
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you have the Salsa invigorates the hand, right?
I guess just draw a 6-0 and reach.
Or just draw a Chun and then just Dama. Yeah, yeah. So meanwhile on the right we have our standard Pinfu-ish hand. Might have to drop away from a pair here, but technically has Sanshoku chances. Across we have it's garbage, so we'll see. We'll see. It could be anything. And on the left we have an uncle of 6s, and just looks like
you just cut the Dora here now. Nope.
Oh wow, 7 so.
You're still never gonna wait on the Dora with that. That's the interesting thing about it.
I guess they're just willing to drop Dora on reach on tempo.
Well, now there's a Dora pair across. So
yeah. Currently Ishanten on the right, I believe. Ishanten for Pinfu. Ooh, Isabella's just final last Dora. It's gonna be held. Now it's just like a chicken game of like, oh, do they just get Tenpai first and Chun be some droppable? Or does someone just get Tenpai and drop Chun? But Isabella is gonna upgrade to Tanya here, so she will be pushing for a little bit of value. That's Richi. Richi Pinfu
there's
now.
Pinfu, yep. 5/8 Mon, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them out.
Yeah. And looks like the Chin just will never get dropped at this point.
Yeah, we're going backward to Chitoy, or just taking a step back or something.
Might be just fold here. Was there any other it could have went. Oh, no other Genbutsu. So yeah, I guess just a fold from, or a temporary fold from Jason. Nathan here with just a Rishi Pinfu, hoping to maybe get Ura 1 just like earlier. But everyone's probably just folding out from here. Isabella dropped 3 of her 6 Mons. Not exactly sure if that was somehow her safest tile in her hand, but it did work out. She is holding 3 of the winning tiles, and I believe there's still 2 left in the wall for this 5-8 mon, but everyone's just folding out.
Yeah, it's one of each. 1-5, 1-8.
So it's not like that bad, but we're just spectators until someone eventually gets Tenpai. Everyone has a relatively safe way to fold out, so maybe except for a cross, which is like the only one that maybe can get Tenpai.
Is Ishanten, but
Ishanten. Take the wider Ishanten.
it is Dora 2 Ishanten, so it's not exactly terrible.
Tsumo.
There
but
it
it
is.
will be Tsumo. There you go. Reach Tsumo Pinfu. Maybe 1 Nura? Nope. So now we have Nathan as our or as our dealer. Pretty good shapes overall, but I mean it's not worth much. But at least you'll get your 1500 and run it back. Maybe. Wow, aggressive call from Isabella, who's across. Maybe it's trying to go for an Ontosuke East here. While on the right we have sorry, I believe that's David. David here with, I believe, like just shapes. Can become
Pinfu-like shapes, but they're not.
Pinfu-like shapes, and maybe Tanyao if you want to drop away. Ooh, yeah. David does think the East is suspicious, but we'll just drop away from it. Isabella looking slightly Honitsu, but not really at the moment. But it's gonna not be after that Tuso cut, probably. Meanwhile, on the left, we have just shapes. Actually, relatively good shapes, but one of your worst, but one of your bad shapes is within the Dora Penchons, so you kind of don't really want to cut it. Yeah.
Isabella's making things hard for Nathan on the deal here too, because that Haku is very, very unlikely to come out from anybody but her, just to keep her Ishanten or no Tenpai.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Tenpai already. 4-7. Wow, her weight's pretty bad though for
it's 5 held.
5 held, so it's 3 left in the wall, but it's not the worst. So we'll see how it goes. David on the right is gonna certainly stuck on this shape. Does want to get somehow try to get Pinfu or Sanshoku in. But 7 is gonna be cut because this excess. And it's just gonna be 1,000 from Isabella to move on game.
No, David Steele, East 4 rather. This is not bad. It doesn't. It's got the bad shape is a Dora Penchon, which you're not as sad about as a normal Penchon.
This hand is okay, but as I would like to quote Rachel, this hand does not spark joy. It's like pretty standard overall, but it's pretty hard to play around. Meanwhile, on the right, we have Isabella with Pinfu-like shapes.
I'm confused about that 4-mon cut because that is your 3-4. Your 2-3-4 Sanshoku shift is gone now.
Yeah, she probably just forgot that Sanshoku even exists as a Yaku. I'm just kidding, but
there it was.
There
feels
it is.
Bad.
Sure. I guess you'll just have to go Tanyao now. Oh, it doesn't even want to go Tanyao. just not exactly sure what this is anymore. Meanwhile, Cross,
I didn't like that. Like that's that 889 shape I didn't really like to begin with.
Yeah. Well, the shapes are slowly recovering. I would even prefer that you just drop 9 here for a potential 6, 7, 8 in the future. If it ever somehow miraculously exists, but we'll never, I guess. Oh, there's
We're Chitoi Shantan for Oya.
Also would have just been your guaranteed Sanshoku.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It is kind of sad.
I think we need to move away to refocus our sadness.
I'm going to concentrate on the 2 Chitoi Shantans on this table at the same time.
Yeah, so across we just have a standard hand. But
Kami's Chitoi Shantan, and he didn't take it though, so.
Wow, he didn't want to take his Chitoi. I think he just thinks the shapes are good enough, but I would have just cut 8-pin there.
Didn't tune into the stream and see how much Chitoi energy. So there's another chance at it.
Yeah.
Chitoi, you Sujitoitsu. You got Sujitoitsu. Oh, the cut is 6-pin.
I'm not
6-pin for Sujitoitsu. No, I'm kidding. I'm just being an occultist.
Not a very big fan of how the hand is playing on the left either. Could have just cut 8-pin. Like, you can still get your 5, 6, 7 You can go Chitoy, and then once you draw like the third Tumon, you could just Anko your Tumon and just put for standard hand, but or even Suanko if you really felt like it. Isabella's just cutting on the Monzu. She clearly picked the wrong suit to go Chinitsu in. Because it's in the discards, not in the hand.
He's just like, I don't like these. I made a cut the wrong block earlier, and now Monzu are canceled.
Yeah, I think the Monzu are canceling her for how she played the hand. But everyone
just cuts Dora. Okay,
it's just cuts Dora. I'm not a big fan of that either, but might be a potential.
We got the Sanmenchan shape now.
Yeah, I got your
Ishanten. No, two Shanten.
Two Shanten. Yeah, currently Nido Uke on the 5/6 block, which is I shouldn't be using these like terms, but basically he needs to accept two of the same Tsuji tiles on the same block, so he needs to accept 2 4/7s in order to make that block even valid.
So there's a 3/3 cut across kind of. That is Tenpai, but it's
gonna be a
they gave up the Sanmenchan chance and
oops. Shouldn't have cheated. I guess you didn't really want to be Conchon 8-pin, but at least you would have been it's gonna be also K10 for Isabella. So and that's also Ishan 10 K10 for dealer. So everyone's just going K10 here. Try to scrap up the Tenpai.
Dora, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tenpai now. Everyone is 3
Somebody deals in on the high. We could see a Haite Nomi here if everyone's just shoving.
Definitely.
Not with that tile.
Sumo. Haite Sumo.
Just Sumo. Just Haite Tsumo, sure.
Haite Nomi.
I'm giving a thumbs up here. Y'all can't see it, but I'm giving the thumbs up.
Yeah, it's just this Mahjong Soul. That's just a thumbs up emoji. Like, what have we been watching today? We saw like sadly played hands and we're like, oh, it might be a Hote Nomi. It's like, no, it's Haite Nomi. But Isabella's now gonna be our.
Do we see the 2/3/4 Sanchogu this time?
I hope she realizes this time because she's paused for a really long time. But I think she might willingly cut the Tuso just for the better shapes. But I would have been opposed to 9/7 here as well.
Yeah, okay, yep, she went for 9/7. Okay, yeah, I like it.
Maybe she remembered after just watching it disappear in her last hand. It's like, 2/3/4 Sanchogu is the best Sanchogu.
On the right here, that is interesting looking hand though. Is that Ishanten already?
Ishanten, I believe. Yeah.
It's gonna, if you fill the Ryanmen, it's gonna end up being a 4/7, so no time. It's not that great.
Yeah. Also, you don't really want to drop the Dora, so...
You could just reach Dora Tanki if you really wanted to. You're gonna be greedy.
Yeah.
David has all of the birds.
It's Tenpai, I believe. No, it's not. I wouldn't have even mind dropping 4 so there or something like that. But, ooh, it's gonna be a con here.
On the Ricci, on the Shabo, I guess? No, that's cutting the Dora.
No, yeah,
the Shabo is probably more likely to win, but you have to cut Dora to get there.
Yeah, we'll be waiting on Dora Indicator Tumon. 1 left in the wall. I mean, I don't think David's really expecting to win this hand, honestly, with this cut. I wouldn't have mind the Dora cut, just because it makes 1 mon look weak.
Problem is you might get chased here. I don't really...
Probably
I totally would have sent that 9. That sort of got 9 mon into the discard and kept the 7 around, but...
Yeah. Well, now it's Suji, but I don't know.
That's also new Dora.
Yeah. New Dora. Isabella just might be completely folding out. I don't know if anyone's going to trust Suji on the... near Dora, so... We'll see how it goes. Did set up a Suji trap for himself here. And it's currently... Tenpai as dealer. We'll just domo the Dorismon Tonki. I am not a big fan of this.
That is Tenpai. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be.
I don't know when it got Tenpai. I must have missed something.
Oh no, it just got Tenpai.
Oh okay.
Wow. Okay, so the 1 would have won. So. Oh, and we're still into the Suji too. Wow. I'm not a big fan of how that was.
Richidora.
With 1 Ura,
the Mangan, yep.
Mangan, yep.
We will not see the rare 4500 this time. It's going to be a Mangan.
That's what makes terminal cons so powerful, is that just flipping one will just make your hand instantly into a Mongon with Kyriake.
The amount of foo is basically equivalent to one Dora.
Yeah. So you just need to flip one. You don't even need to flip two with Dora cons. Even with a non-terminal con, just because it gives you 50 foo, 64
terminal con, yeah.
Too.
With Dora cons, you do what Dustin did.
I mean, yeah. So now we have Jason as our dealer. We'll pawn the threes, potentially trying to look for Honitsu as well. This pawn will shift the Dora into Nathan's hand on the right. Nathan has a pretty standard Pinfu-like hand. Actually,
it's not going to be Honitsu anymore. It probably still looking to
yeah,
pawn the non and get potentially 3 Han by winning on the Dora.
Yeah. So meanwhile, across we have Chun pawned by David. Currently Ishanten. Thinking about changing up the shape. I mean, I probably would just cut the 4 or so. Just play it on con. And we'll take Tenpai here. Oh, on the 7-pin. There's 2 left of these 7 pins, but that's
coming out right now.
Coming out right now.
She got Tenpai. See, she had Pinfu Sanshoku. Isabella did, like guaranteed with Dora. You just push that all day.
Good weight. Somehow sniping the Tenpai tile, so David will win his 1,000 plus Homba. Oh, there's no Homba, so it's just 1,000. Now we have
Gotta pawn that now, okay.
I'm gonna pawn that now.
I was gonna say there was a little bit of delay, but it's the Dora indicator, so you gotta take that one.
And give 2 Dora to the dealer. We'll pair up the Dora now. That's gonna be pretty bad because the Hatsu, the hand on the left, is looking pretty dangerous. The shapes are already set in stone, so I think like Tenpai call will just push Dora. So it's just whether Nathan can find a hand in
that extra 7 mana is gonna cause problems.
Yeah.
I can totally see what's
it's not an issue anymore. Probably.
Oh, now it's gone. Okay, good.
Yeah, now it's just he's overblocked, but it's an easy 2-1 cut later. On the right, we have a pretty standard hand overall. Just oops.
Let's Ishanten. It's headless Ishanten for Pin Ipeiko.
Pin Ipeiko. Yep. Now across, we just have probably something Monzu related.
Monzu.
Yeah,
quite a few Monzu.
Yeah, and then on the left, we already mentioned the Haku pawn, Ishanten right now.
We got Tenpai.
Tenpai. We'll
5-8.
5-8. Currently Richi Pinfu Ipeiko. We'll have to shove the Dora on Tenpai, and is unwilling to do so. We'll push the Nakasuji 6 spawn. And honestly, David might have just saved the game from being over for the Dora pawn. Oh wow, Isabella's just gonna shove the Dora. I don't know about that one, but the 5-8 mod is currently pretty live actually. 1 5 and 2 8s left, 3 left in the wall. Pretty good for your shapes. Nathan was probably deciding whether it's 2 mod or 2 so, but Lex 2.
And there it
but
comes
we'll
out.
Deal into the 3 on Pinfu.
Ichi Pinfu Ipeiko, any Ura? None. So just 39. So Isabella still is enjoying her lead. Very narrow, but
very narrow.
The Ura would have taken it away.
Yeah, but Nathan, David here, starting with an uninspiring hand, cannot get Tanya or not even have a Yokai pair to try to redo the dealership. Meanwhile, on the right, we have Isabella. Has potential Pinfu, or not Pinfu, sorry, Tanya. Has potential Tanya, and also has potential.
She's got 4 pairs. Chitoy.
Also Chitoy. I
what is it?
Can't. Yeah, and then
you can't take me seriously anymore.
Yeah, and then across we have Okay, well it can't be Daisong again, so
it's gonna be. Looks like
Yakuhai,
well 3 Han 40 is, if you can use that Dora, 3 Han 40 is enough to get over 30k.
Yeah.
Since almost everything else is out of range.
And I'm just gonna hover in the middle because I don't want to do math. Oh, it needs Mongon to overtake.
No, Tsumo, you need a Hanemon Tsumo or a Mongon.
Mongon Direct.
Mongon Direct.
Yeah. And on the left, we have the most uninspiring hand. That's just Pinfu. Oh, it's just maybe Ipeiko. Oh, I mean, you have Dora, though. Maybe you want just raw value.
We have
Long-
Itsu
G.
Oh.
for the dealer, rather.
Yeah, dealer is currently Itsui Shanten.
Hmm.
Actually, don't know how these shapes. I mean, shapes actually filled very well. Isabella just cut her 2-3, so wants to get the guaranteed Tanya out here. South is looking pretty sus at the moment. I think David probably will take perfect Ishanten. Or not. It's not that perfect, but will do for
It's a little bit
wonders.
wider, keeping the stronger shape
Yeah,
or strengthening the weaker shape.
Yeah, she wants to strengthen the weaker shape. There's currently 2 Tusos cut. And
Another Dora, so Isabel's going to move away from that and actually allow the Dora to be used.
yeah, Isabella is gonna have 2 Dora in her hand. So
It's
problem
Tenpai.
is that it's gonna be Tenpai here on Con 7 or Pen 7. So sorry.
Altogether, that is enough foo for 5,200, so there's no
5,200.
worry of not making it.
If they sumo this,
Boom.
I believe it goes over.
No, it's already over. It's already 52. It might be 64.
No,
if they
it's not saying
sumo it.
64. Like goes over again to 64. We'll be Tenpai here. 4-7 Mon. 4s are gone. 7s are 1 left.
G.
We'll be a chi for Isabella. Wow. It's gonna push the 6 so as well. Waiting on Suji 8 so. To the
Sumo.
Rishi.
It's a
And it's gonna be a
sumo.
sumo here. So this goes
Chun,
over.
Hatsu, Dora.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
just 3.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Makes perfect 40 actually.
But it is
Crucial to
enough.
your 30k.
enough to be over 30k. I mean, the Ricci stick helped greatly anyway. It would have been enough, even lower.
Yeah. Well, Isabella will secure her first place here. 24.7. I'm pretty modest first place. David will kind of get slightly robbed, but doesn't really affect him that much. 11.4. I believe that's Nathan. Nice sumo.
Yeah, clutch sumo at the
1.5.
end turned the minus 6-7 into +1.
+1, turning that negative into a positive. And then unfortunately for sorry, who is this? Jason. That sumo will knock him an extra 5 on top of
No,
the
that's,
sumo loss.
It was Nathan. That was
Yeah. Sorry, is that Nathan?
You said
it
was Nathan in 4th. You said Jason.
Oh, I swapped the names, my bad. So that's Nathan in 4th. We'll take the minus extra 5. Knocked extra 5 because of the floating Uma on top of the Tenpai payments. And whatever these want to update. Boop boop. Hello? Alright, there you go. So with that, Nathan falls out of the falls out of current promotion, taking a really hefty 4th. David will maintain his current promotion spot, plus 114.6. And Isabella's currently chasing for a promotion. Most likely will get one with how hiatuses and everything work, but it's not for certain. She currently has four
Also, not for certain because there's still 16 games left.
Yeah, also there's 16 games left, so. But overall, playing very well after 2 sessions, plus 76.4. It's kind of the type of games that you want if you're going at a consistent pace. Nathan, unfortunately, took a really huge 4th, so we'll be plus 30.0 after this. And Jason is currently second to last at minus 160.5. Thankfully, didn't bleed harder in the last Hanchan with that sumo, but just unfortunately sitting at the bottom. And I believe
it must have been some unfortunate games to be 6 games in and be.
Yeah.
Well, I think because the players he was playing had 8 games, he probably has penalties for missing a game because he only has 6. That is exactly what it is.
Also, it might be that sometimes people have been playing. Oh, what the heck? There's more. Yeah.
Because he should have 8 games like the rest of his table, so he's just got a penalty for missing 2 games. I was wondering what the score was.
Either he's missing 2 or his first session has not played all of his games yet. Because I see
Also
some people
possible.
with 3 games and 4 games and 6 games, so there's a chance that his first session just hasn't played everything yet. but we'll
Yeah,
just,
that's possible.
because it's just what it is. Because I also see Nathan here with 7 games, so it just means his first session only played 3 games or something like that. But that's pretty understandable with Seattle Open being like a week before, like on the first week, so not everyone could have played their games in time. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is a short stream. Only went roughly 2.5, 2-ish hours.
I would say a good way for me to get back into it. But it was some crazy games though. A lot of Tsumo. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. And we have a few announcements. Shoot, I don't have the seasons memorized yet, but I can just go on the website and just take a look. All right, there we go. March 11th is the sign up deadline for the signups for the spring season of ARML. If you want to join in the action-packed fun, get a causeway like Dustin, ruin everyone's life, and get Dora 8. This is where you have to join. It's at AmericanRichi.org. If you want to follow any of our tweets, see cool highlights, and see the Yakumo post eventually later, it's going to be at AmericanRichi on Twitter or X. And tinyurl.com/ARLYT or youtube.com/@AmericanRichi is where you're going to find all our VODs after they expire on Twitch. And there are a few tournament announcements. There's currently Columbus Open, I believe, for like May something.
It's mid-May, I believe it's been announced
May
for
11th and 12th.
Mother's Day weekend. So
Yes,
sorry, Mom.
Yeah, May 11th and 12th. If you want to ditch your mom to play Mahjong, you can go play in Columbus, Ohio. It's currently signups are open, and there is UC Berkeley Open that's happening on 420 weekend. So it's gonna be on April 20th to April 21st, and that's gonna be located at UC Berkeley in the San Francisco Bay Area, California. I'll be head judge, so you guys won't be having any fun with me as head judge. No, I was kidding. But signups for that will be opening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. I believe the entry fee is like really cheap too, so it's not like $100 like some of the other tournaments. It's kind of expensive, not gonna lie. And I believe that's it. So this is me, Stanley, and I'm joined today with Steve. And thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Thank you all for listening in, and it was great to be here. Thanks.